I'm not going to tell you how to live your life because I don't really know how to live mine. Does that make sense? I really don't know how to live mine. I don't know how to be a perfect person. I don't know how to be on YouTube talking to people, how to be a perfect guy, how to be a guy that will tell you everything's okay. And I'm just traveling without any stress, traveling without any money problems, struggling to meet expenses. I worry day to day, week to week. I cut back on this. I pay this bill in the States. Overall, the Sue has still made everything better. To wake up knowing I could be with a woman at my beckoning. At any minute, I could just go to the deli, meet a girl. You know how hard that is where I'm from? I used to wake up in 03, 93, 98 and say, am I going to meet a woman today? I remember there was a barbecue one time and I used to call my cousin like, yo, is Janetta coming? Is Janetta coming? Is Janetta coming? Or, yo, you got any your homegirls from work coming? I used to be like, always like, I told my homeboy, I said, maybe this just is the way it is. Maybe I'm going to be chica-less. I'm gonna be just a guy and just floating through life. No woman. One of the things I enjoy about my camera's been bugging out. Something's wrong with my phone. I'm in Sosua. I've been traveling back and forth here to Santiago, whatever. But one of the things I enjoy proving to people that is the regular girls cost more money. It's just what it is. Just the truth. There's so many dudes that meet women on Dominican Cupid, Tinder, Tag, Goldfish, Hootie and the Blowfish, that they just want more money. It just kills me how you be in an ice cream store, you meet a girl, and a lot of you guys still ain't traveling to the Dominican Republic like you should be, but you'll be talking and like 2 days later it should be like, oh listen, we don't have any lights in our house. The power's out. We can't pay the bill. So my response will be, so listen, I'm going to be out of town for 2 days, but then I'm going to come back and I'll pick you up and go to dinner. She'll never respond back. She'll never hit me back and say, oh, okay, I'm looking forward to it. She'll just disappear because she's expecting me to come, miraculously come striving and dashing in like a fat Clark Gable. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but come in, save the day. Captain Savo, right? Is he from Oakland? Save the day. And I said to myself, there's still something wrong. Like my homeboy said, oh, you lose more weight and things will change. It's like, no, do you know what we are? And my little shorty, my little Pikachu, my little knock-knock, you know what I mean? Like, I've been dealing with her for years. And I'm saying to myself, I'm not happy with the current arrangement. The baby lady's just like pure pleasure. I don't know what's going on my phone, guys. I'm sorry with the angles and the bangles. Shout outs to the Dallas Cowboys. We won. The game was fixed. The fight was fixed. But I just feel like talking. I'm a human being, though. Even though y'all see me on YouTube and I can front. A lot of guys are fronting, but they're really hurting. But they're fronting. Look at the accident. I'm lucky to survive this accident. Look at my head. Look at my eyes. And I say to myself, even with all the problems of the begging and the lying and the stealing, it's like just like Tombstone. Like you're just walking around, there's a problem. That's the way Sosua is. That's the way the Dominican Republic is. It's just lies and stealing. But still, overall, it's still better than just waking up how it was back in my hood. Still better than just alone, right? Right? A lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. You get divorced and you're alone. Lose a lot of money. You're alone. Friends is all. That's one of the things when I graduated high school. It was like 2 friends went to college. 2 friends went to jail. 2 friends moved. I think I just started hanging out with younger dudes. I was like 20 years old hanging out with like 15, 16-year-olds. It was crazy. I mean, they were very mature for their age and all that, and they were, busting their guns and all that. But I just remember those times, and it was just like, there's nothing really going on. Like, it's like I worked at some of the most retail stores ever in life. Like, you'll never run into a dude that has so many retail jobs. I didn't say, hey, let me go to this, get a CDL, or hey, let me go get my security guard license and bodyguard license, and then I just couldn't put it together. You know what I'm saying? There was so many summers of just depression and heat. Only real pleasure I did get in life was the eating, but no women. I'll get my phone first. I got a new phone. I've been in the Dominican Republic since October 20th, and it just gets better. I don't care how low your dough is. I don't care how stressed out you are. You lost your car keys to your rental. Your blood pressure's up. It's still better than being cold and in the States, being shot at by police. Shout out to law enforcement. We're not against you, baby. Shout out to law enforcement. But it's like, you can't expect to come to the Dominican Republic and everything to be all right. You just can't expect everything to be all right and perfect, because you're going to take a loss. I hate to say it, but the Seagull thing is really real. I'm really like doing good with seagulls, doing good with women that work in that particular lifestyle. And YouTube is just coming down on all of the pictures, the girls walking, the palm trees, the cervezas. You can't even show anything anymore. You can't show anything anymore, especially on the beach. You can't tell your political views. You can't tell your religious views. You can't tell if you like Daffy Duck or if you like Donald Duck. So where are we supposed to get the paper from? Where are we supposed to get the money from? How are we educating our brothers in these trips? Pakistan, Poland, the woodland forests, like all these places that we've been trying to go that we never went. And brothers are just, they're killing brothers now. None of the sisters wanted me. I'm going to just say it. None of the sisters wanted me. White girls and Latin girls. That's what I had. That's what I had. White girls and Latin girls. And I always used to say, like, I used to look at my grandmother like sometimes and be like, yo, I'm sorry, man. My grandmother be like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm sorry. And she'd be like, what? Like, yo, 38, 39. No kids. Not because of lack of trying. Because those 3s and 4s made me feel like nothing. I didn't want 3s and 4s. That's why it took so long. That's why I had to apologize. That's why there were no great grandkids. The woman I was 41 when she passed. My grandmother. We moved, from Alabama to the Bronx for like a month. Went to Long Island. Shout out to family in the Bronx that's left. I think I got 2 cousins left in the Bronx. But you deal with disappointment. And I got so many friends that are married and are just miserable with their wives. It's just crazy. It's like, you just did all that for like 35 years? You were with her since you were 16. So I know I never really had a chance then. You know what I mean? Because I always thought I would get with the Puerto Rican Brenda. Get some rice, pollo, whatever. And everything will be all right. And now that I come to the Sioux, I come to Santiago, I come to Santo Domingo, and still things aren't really all right. They aren't perfect. I don't know what's going on with this camera. Things still aren't perfect. Look, I'm fat. It's almost like I really am the seagull audience because I get along with seagulls. I get along with seagulls. I don't know what it is. I make the right purchase. Even the ones that don't work out, I'm still like, hey, I kind of rebound better. The baby lady wasn't so much a disappointment as my expectations that messed everything up. And that's what I'm telling a lot of travelers. Like, you could expect a lot more out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to Disney World and you're just getting on the ride, don't expect to be at the bar and see all the shows and go in the pool. And I know, you know how many people I know that don't even stay on the premises of Disneyland. They stay and kissing me right outside, like 40 minutes. Sitting in traffic, going there. And there's so many dudes that come down here, and everybody's like, "Whoa, try Colombia. You'll see how it is. It's just the same." It can't be the same. The Sioux. We're brothers is left and right. I'm running into brothers all the time. Queens, Tennessee, Idaho. I'm like, good Lord, you're from Idaho? What is it like in Idaho? At the end of the day, even my losses are still better than my wins in the States. Even my cousin would say it. My one of my cousins had just recently came down, like a long distant cousin, but he would tell me like, "Yo, I had a terrible trip, but things got better." Like, are you kidding me? You had a bad trip and it got better? And then you say to yourself, "I'm telling you, my wins in New York were nothing like my losses in the Sioux. They were still better." I'm just going to be always devoted to seagulls. I never thought I would have a job educating people on seagulls, relationships with seagulls. There's still so many guys that see me out front in Rumbus. Your leader, your general out there. Salute me. Because he's not being paid. This man is not being paid for educating us. They look at the YouTubers and be like, "Oh my God, you're rich. I know. Every day I wake up with the same thing. How much I got? How much is left? What am I going to do? I'm paying bills in 2 different countries. And I used to be the greatest Facebook lover ever. Go through a Spanish girl profile and go through all her friends. Hit like on the pictures. Could I meet you? Hey, how are you? How do I know you? You know me through your cousin. How did you meet my cousin? I met your cousin at work. How can I help you? Yeah, I'd like to take you out. You're beautiful. Then I gotta show pictures from Hasbro. Because I've been fat. Fat's always gonna be a problem. Lack of game. Yes, I don't have any game. I can't get girls in the States. Yes. I said it 1,000 times. Can't budget money right. I buy maybe excessively too many clothes. Left them all in the States. all the up and coming 4 and 5Xs. That's what I'm saying. Each turn is like another wall, but the walls are smaller in Sosua. It's not, it's not, I don't just like Sosua, but the women, they lie, they steal. Brazil's better. Go to Brazil. Go to Hawaii. Go to Hawaii if you want to go. If you think it's going to be better, go to Hawaii. I just found my socks. Chips. Still not really eating right like I should. But overall, my losses are still better than my wins in the States. I hate to say it. Getting ready for the first. Looking for the first. Where's the first of the month? I want the first of the month. In the Sioux, I don't even think of my exes anymore. Even the ones I was dating in Santiago, I don't even think about them. The ones that took the cell phones. The ones that took the $240. The ones that took the knife and fork. Natalie. Stealing walkie-talkies and knives and forks. There's so many other women that I haven't told you guys about that I would be like, I could tell you guys maybe. I'm fighting in you guys. I'm fighting for my life. Every day I'm like, I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting to prove to people that this life is better. Because I take the hit if I'm wrong, right? Somebody's got to take over. Someone's got to be the General of Sosua. Someone's got to be the one to say, hey, you can go to Merengue Bar, hang out for a little while. The prices aren't bad. It's not as vigorous and as wild as it is in Rumba. But the better looking girls in Rumba. I've always said that. I love Rumba. I'm not so much a beach guy. The beach, not the beach. But I'm still walking around feeling lonely. Maybe it's some sort of depression. And theoretically, maybe I could say, hey, maybe I could speak to somebody. Maybe, maybe I should. And I just got finished in a wicked car accident. I'm saying to myself, wow, I'm lucky to be alive. But then I'm just thinking I'm already here. I'm already home. People always telling me when they see me, they haven't seen me for a while, they're like, yo, you're home. You're home, brother. Now give me 500 pesos. But you're home. And I say to myself, I don't feel like that when I'm in New York. I don't feel like that when I'm in Long Island. And everywhere. I haven't just been in these places. Like, I've been everywhere. I lived for 2 months in Lake Worth, Florida. Growing up, North Babylon, Huntington, Amityville, Bayshore, Wyandanch, North Bab, Wheatley Heights. Summertime, when I was like 6 years old, going to Hempstead every summer, every day, every other day. My mother was working at a bank in Roosevelt. Going to play with my cousins in Queens. Going to play with my cousins in the Bronx. I've been to little places, but never out of the States, never out of the country. Met my boy at work, going hanging out in Brooklyn. And all those steps, even as I got older, like later on teenage years after I got my car, I met this girl at the insurance company. She was gorgeous, beautiful. Everything I'm saying, I'm just hitting on the jokes, hitting. She's laughing at everything. She's talking about her man. She's talking about her ex. Talk about her taxes. Talk about her kid. Talk about her weight gain. Talk about her C-type surgery, whatever it is. The C-type phone, the C-scar, whatever it is. And I said, this is the one. I've been blessed. I thought about it the whole ride home, driving home, my expedition in the snow. I said, I know the rules. I can't call her right away. I make a long story short, nothing came out of that. I drove all the way to a project building, took her out to dinner, and she just disappeared. She just stopped answering her calls. And I'm not going to front. It was like the biggest of my time in my life. I'm just saying you should be coming to the zoo to forget all that, to erase all of that. I don't care what they really think about me. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to really be moms anyway. Because of the ZDs I'm giving them. The box of ZDs. My losses in the Sioux are still better than my wins in New York. I'm proud to say that. I'm proud to say I've turned this game into my own lane. I've turned this whole Sosua lane for different YouTubers, different people showing different sites, showing the ladies, showing the streets, showing the bars, showing everything. And I turned this whole city into a lane. Like, this dude is here laying it on the line. I was in San Domingo for almost a month, showing you what I could show you. Doing, is it for this street or that street or whatever? I still wasn't hitting like the Sioux. And people are really following me. They're listening to what just, like, I want to believe in you, T.M.I. I want to believe in you. You reached your hand out to me. I believe in you. And I'm saying to myself, I'm riding with almost 5,000 people on my back. I got to be more. And I got to be consistent. And I got to start reaching out to more people, extending my hand. Because that's how important the Sioux is to me. That's how important it means to me to bring the message out to you. So if I can't reach you, then what purpose do I have other than just to eat? And a lot of women. Eat a lot of women. The land with the fake rules. The lies rule. Overall, like I said, I still don't really have a good job. I'm never really going to be properly in shape. But every time I just keep continuing to travel. I keep continuing to win. Convincing you people to travel. Get a passport. Travel. Give a passport. Get the experience. Pretend. Go to your cousin's house in Poughkeepsie. You're from Des Moines? Travel to Poughkeepsie. But travel.